Hello, hello. This is part 29 of a 100-part series, 100 days answering questions about fatherhood as a first-time father. And today's question is describe the identity crisis you experience as a first-time father. And in a previous part of the series, I talked about how it's not a crisis, it's a rebrand. And I still think that is true. I'm realizing that all of the years leading up to becoming a dad at 28 years old, I got to live a very juvenile and irresponsible life. And I don't think you appreciate it when you're living in that moment because you're so soaked up with school or with girlfriends or with staying fit, partying, whatever. But when you become a parent, all of that juvenile action kind of leaves your life. But if I had to speak on a crisis in fatherhood, it's the realization that time moves quicker now. When I was a younger man and I was in college or experimenting with my career choices or just even sleeping in, it always felt like I had more time to figure things out and to experiment, I guess. But now that Francis is here, the mobility, the flexibility is sort of leaving my life. And the decisions that I make have to be a lot more solid because there's just less time and less resources because so much of it has to go to this little dude, which I'm glad for. And I kind of feel like this is a welcome crisis in a way because I think I'm someone that has had paralysis in the past because of too many options, that freedom of choice sometimes paralyzed me not to make one. And now, because Francis is here, there are certain expectations and needs that have to be met. And I guess my crisis is one that is helping me push myself forward as a dad. So, to describe the crisis I'm experiencing as a first time father, I would say that it is one that I'm not necessarily hating, but the urgency to take that next step and to level up. Um, this has been part 29 of a 100-part series, and I will see you in the next one.